Hello everyone, my name is Anissa Sulistiawati from Class B, and today I want to give you a video about textbook advertising. Okay, let's take a look. Have you ever made a decision in the classroom that just felt right without a clear reason why? That's not luck, that's the intuitive mind at work. In this video, we will dive deep into Bredstorff and Robert Sandberg groundbreaking book, Understanding and Teaching the Intuitive Mind. Let's explore how intuition shapes learning and why embracing it can make you a better teacher, learner, or leaders. Okay, this is my PPT. This called Understanding and Teaching the Intuitive Mind by me, Anissa Sulistiawat. Okay, this is what this video covers. It's include the book summary. It's about purpose, audience, and key themes, and strengths and weaknesses, and also why you should read it. Okay, let's move into book purpose and target audience. If we talk about book summary, I can talk about this. The book summary is about this book. This book sits at the intersection of cognitive psychology and education, and its main purpose is both bold and refreshing to challenge the long-standing belief that only rational, analytical thinking leads to effective learning and teaching. This author, who is Storff and Sandberg, propose a more balanced view. They suggest that while analytical thinking is important, it's intuition, those quick, seemingly automatic judgments that often guide our most powerful decisions in the classroom. And the book target audience, is for classroom teachers, about new and experienced, and school leaders and administrators, curriculum designers, educational research, and even students, guys. Even students who have, um, even students who have very some people that very curious about this, and students of education who are just beginning to explore how learning actually works. And exactly, guys, what is about exactly is the intuitive mind. Let's break down the key themes of this book. Nah, this is about, we can say, the purpose to explore the power of intuitive thinking in both teaching and learning, and to challenge the dominance of purely analytical reasoning in education. And the target, as I said before, teachers and educators, researchers and students of education, curriculum developers, and school leaders. F is about to talk about key themes of the book. Okay, this is a really key themes. This is a dual process thinking, system 1 intuition, system 2 analysis. And let's talk about this. I can talk about that dual process thinking is we don't just think one way. Human cognition operates with two systems. So system 1, or we can say intuitive thinking, is a fast, automatic, and based on experience. System 2, or analytical thinking, we can say, is slow, deliberate, and role based. And traditional education also, this I can after have a correspondence of my book is traditional education overwhelmingly favors system 2 logic. System 2 logic formulates step-by-step analysis, but this work argues that system 1 is just as important, because traditional education overwhelmingly favors system 2, just like system 2 is good, but step-by-step, this book argues that system 1 is just as important, especially in real-world contexts where teachers must make rapid decisions and students often grasp meaning holistically. So system 1 is just as good as system 2. We cannot say that is system is system 2? No, we can combine them and we can say that there is really important both of them. And Gym 2 is intuition in teaching, fast experience, best classroom decisions. Intuition in teaching. Great teachers aren't just good at lesson plans, they are good at reading a room, sensing confusion, or knowing when a student needs an encouragement, when student need a togetherness. And then these aren't purely rational decisions, they are intuitive. Toff and Sternberg explain that teacher expertise often involves non-conscious, experience-based understanding, a form of knowing without knowing how you know, knowing without knowing how you know. Like you know something, but you don't know how you know that something. You don't know how you know that thing. Like that, guys. And then this intuitive sense grows through years of experience, feedback, and reflection. Of course, we cannot have this like a short time. It needs an experience to have this an intuitive mind. And then we move to DIM 2. It is intuition in students, in student learning, holistic and pattern-based understanding. We can say about intuition in student learning, students too learn intuitively. Why intuitively? Especially young children. They don't always reason things out step by step. Instead, they absorb pattern, grasp metaphors, and respond to tone, emotion, and context. The book argues that education should make room for intuitive learning rather than suppressing it favor or rigid structure. Like young children, yeah, they just when don't always have a reason things out step by step, right? Like young children especially always absent patterns, grasp metaphors, and respond to tone, emotion, and context. And if we talk about the intuition can be trained, it's not just talent, it's a skill. Of course, we can have experience with that, and we can make it to us for a skill. Like developing and honing intuition. Intuition isn't some mystical gift you either have or don't have. It is trainable. Teachers and learners can refine their intuitive judgment by engaging with meaningful experiences, reflecting on outcomes, and remaining open to feedback. We can have this, guys. We can study about this. And then, if we move to next slide, it is about strengths of the book. Strengths of the book is now that we've the core ideas of this book, let's look critically at its strengths and weaknesses. And if we talk about the strength, as one is deep theoretical foundation. Like this book is built on solid research from cognitive science and psychology, especially the work of Daniel Kahneman and the broader field of dual process theory. It's intellectual, satisfying, and academically rigorous. And two is resonates with real life classroom experiences. Why we can talk about? Because despite being theory heavy, the book includes many practical illustration. You will find real classroom scenarios where intuitive decision make all the difference. It resonates with that. With what educator actually experience, like it gives us some example, like real life example for teachers or some educators, and redefines good teaching. Get a most refreshing strength is ability to feel the teacher's instinct. It tells educator you're not unprofessional for going with your gut. Your intuition is a legitimate from or of expertise and balanced perspective, guys. Of course, yeah. And the weakness is one. Is limited abstract language. Intuition not always clearly divine, of course, yeah, it's not always divine, and may feel too theoretical for beginners. And 3 is few practical classroom strategies, and 4 is geared more toward advanced leaders or researchers. And why we must read this book? Because help us understand how our thinking affect our teaching and encourage we to reflect on intuitive decisions. And who will benefit the most is preservists and interest teachers, education researchers, and curriculum designers and readers and parents involved in learning. And key takeaway, teaching is both an art and a science. This book reminds us not to forget the art. Yes, thank you guys, and bye-bye. Mhm.